Hello, I'm Nick Clegg, the leader of the Liberal Democrats. One of the things that I did before I went into politics was to manage development aid projects in some of the poorest countries in Asia, some of the poorest countries in the world. And what I learned then was that how we help the poorest people, communities and families in the world is a mark of the civility of our world. And that's why the Liberal Democrats want to place particular emphasis on three things. Firstly, honouring the commitments that Britain and the world made at the Gleneagles G8 summit. Still, the money that was promised then has not been delivered. It must be delivered and fast. Secondly, to make sure that we put children and mothers right at the centre of all the aid and assistance we give, particularly in Africa. We're not going to be able to deal with the horrors of AIDS in Africa unless we educate women. We're not going to be able to bring mortality rates down until we help women in childbirth and during pregnancy. We're not going to be able to help Africa as a continent unless the very high rates of underage death is brought down sharply. And third and finally, climate change is having a disproportionately unfair effect and impact on the poorest countries in our world. And that is why I want us to see real progress made in providing real assistance to help the poorest countries in the world adapt to climate change as promised in Copenhagen. That promise must now be delivered.